Fine. Fine. If we do not, if we call ourselves the National Puerto Rican Agenda, and we do not take a discussion, if we do not, and are afraid to discuss the issue because, as someone said to me, that's the elephant in the room. That elephant has been in our room for 120 years. It is time that we confront that elephant. The right and the left. Estadista, independentista, estadolibrista.
Okay. So what is it?
So I was told that we could discuss and put amendments to that issue in the plenary. And now you're closing the plenary without having that.
Okay. That's an amendment to what?
To the issue of the status question here.
But there's not a motion on the floor.
We called for suspension of the rules. I move to suspend the rules.
Suspension, the rule is a motion to have to be considered, but suspension of the rule is when there is an issue that you cannot get in the regular agenda, you are afraid it will not be covered during the meeting, you suspend the rules to bring it into the agenda. So that is a motion that has to be voted by itself. Okay? Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against?
The ayes have it.
The ayes have it.
The ayes have it. Now, the issue that you want to present to the floor,
I have a motion for that.
yes, I have to give the floor to the motion. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. In relation to the issue that we discussed in the committee, that we haven't time enough to complete it because it was so long motions, and we are really afraid that that motion will not carry eventually. Therefore, we are proposing to amend the motion on Puerto Rico status, and that will read as is. As I'm going to read to you right now.
There's not a motion on the floor. Yeah, it's voted. Yeah. Yeah, it was voted. We had to move. Okay, you have, the thing is that you're presenting an amendment to what?
To the motion of Puerto Rico about Puerto Rican status, Puerto Rico.
But the thing is that we already approved that motion.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we tabled it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you're bringing it back?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
The motion will to read, the Npra will campaign to mobilize congressional and presidential action for decolonization or ending the territorial status of Puerto Rico. Options for the decolonization of Puerto Rico shall be in compliance with international law and the United States principles of such a determination as detailed in the United States Resolution 1514-15, December 14, 1960, and 1541-15, December 15, 1960. International law defines the three legitimate options of full self-government compliance with the principle of self-determination as free association with the independent state, integration into the independent state, or independence. The Npra action will be based on two principles. First, the process should be a binding to Puerto Rican Congress with clearly specified political options, clearly sanctioned by the UN resolution in 1960 and enacted a mechanical process to overcome one and forever the actual current status of Puerto Rico.
When you say integration as an independent state, you're talking about stable.
That's stable?
Yeah, okay.
According
So just make sure that everybody
Yeah.
understands.
It's always here. It's in the program.
Okay, so
That's what he's reading is in the program.
you're making an amendment.
I am amending, including in the motion, the resolution 1514, 1960, because it is in compliance with the resolution 1541 in 1960 also, as well as that the process should be binding with the Congress, no question asked, but the Puerto option already sanctioned by the United Nations, which the United States binding to also.
Okay, you argue now They present the motion so we can.
Motion is presented.
Okay, any second? Second. Anybody against the amendment? Yes, against, 2 against and 2 in favor. Wait, I have to give chance to something here, right? Wait, who is against them? Yes. Yes.
Get him a microphone. Microphone.
Against. 1 turn against. Privilege, what privilege?
El espíritu de todo
Aló.
el mundo está diciendo que voten.
What privilege?
I think a lot of people, it's not against, is we do not understand how your changes what's already here. Can you explain that to those of us who are not as?
Okay, can somebody summarize this very clearly? What? Listen, in rice and beans, okay?
Sumarizado.
Okay.
También en español es mejor.
Okay, en español. Wait, to the chair, please.
Okay.
Sir, you have the floor.
We don't have it, we are eliminating and putting in different wording. La situación es la siguiente. La forma que está escrito el punto 1, que first, el punto 1, suena muy tendencia a un planteamiento ya políticamente establecido. Lo que estamos diciendo es que el proceso debe estar vinculable entre Puerto Rico y el Congreso definitivamente, pero siguiendo las opciones que establecen Naciones Unidas, no el Congreso de Estados Unidos. Ahora mismo yo entiendo que el Congreso tiene el poder total sobre Puerto Rico, porque ahí descansa la soberanía nuestra, y legalmente, entiendo también que eso es así, pero que debe someterse ese proceso a la ley internacional e internacional en el caso de Puerto Rico. No dejarlo un caso íntimo, doméstico de Estados Unidos, sino un caso internacional. Esa es la idea de cambiar la moción, para que se finalice finalmente la cuestión corriente de Puerto Rico.
All right, and that clarifies?
Can I add something to that?
Brief.
Very short. In 1952, the United States went before the United Nations and lied. Said that Puerto Rico had been removed as a colony and a territory, and that Puerto Rico had become self-governing and sovereign, and they lied. It took us 60 years to finally the Supreme Court and the Congress of the United States in the last 3 years say Puerto Rico is not a sovereign. The sovereignty resides in the Congress of the United States. We want, through this resolution, that the National Puerto Rican Agenda commits itself that Puerto Rico should be integrated back into the United Nations roles of colonies, and that the United States Congress adhere to the international law that they defied in 1952. That's what that resolution is calling for.
All right.
Yeah.
That's clear. All right. The amendment is, are we ready to vote? Yes. Okay, go ahead. How many microphones?
I like to have 2 microphones, ¿ah? ¿Viste?
Back up.
Yo hablo duro. The first thing, although I fully support what you're saying, I have to start by saying that the option of like what Angel, right? Angel is your name, right? Yes. See, what Angel suggests to calling for the for the Npra to promote Puerto Rico to be added to the UN, that's a whole other issue that I think is not included here. Like that would be another action to be voted on. So I think that's different. On the other part, I support pretty much what you said, but to make it sort of more encompassing, I would propose that the amendment would be like everything written as you suggested, like in the first paragraph, but then I would say NPRA action will be based on two principles. First, the process must be binding to Puerto Rico and Congress, and I would end it there because like it could take on many different forms that are not just a referendum law. And second, the process must, I would change should to must be inclusive, and I would have it read as is. Those are my proposals, friendly amendments.
Settle.
You agree with the amendment? No, I'm not. Or you do not agree with the amendment?
So that's an amendment to the amendment, so it's rejected, so. Hello? Okay, the question on the amendment as presented by him. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Against? Nobody. 2, 3 abstentions. The motion carries. Now, excuse me.
For the benefit of this group, I'd like to encourage the lady that use that insulting language to apologize not only to the Puerto Rican, to the whole country, because we got people, journalists. I don't want people out there to put that comment as a Puerto Rican comment. She should apologize for that insulting language. We should not tolerate that kind of behavior.
What are we talking about?
No, I know what he's referring to.
If she's here, she should apologize.
Yeah, she's not here, but what we need to do is think about all our working groups, and these working groups are the ones that I need to make all these actions happen.